What's going on, everyone? So, the San Antonio Spurs signing Lindy Waters is really strange, to put it nicely, right? Again, he can shoot the basketball. They definitely need some shooting. But, where does he slot in? Right? Like, they are flushed with guys like Waters. 2s and 3s. Right? They have an abundance. Like, the last thing they need is that. And, it's not like it was a young guy to where it's like, okay, like, this makes sense. He's an upside guy. Right? Like, I would have rather you bring in David Jones-Garcia. Like, why not bring in David Jones-Garcia? Let him slot in. Let him come in. And then, he's not going to get probably a ton of playing time and stuff like that, but he can at least work out with the team, kind of grow and develop with the team. You can still drop him down to the G League, let him play some G League games. Or, like, you can still, like, but at least he's with the team. Right? And he gets to develop and grow and all that stuff rather than, the alternative, which is like just now he's just in the G League the whole time. Right? So with the Lindy Waters acquisition, kind of makes me wonder, is a trade coming? Now, it's very possible. It's not. It's very possible. It's just the roster and they're just going to fill in one more random guy and then that's that. But it's just, again, you already look at this roster and it's like, okay, they need a consolidation trade at some point. They have too many guys that are playing the same position. They got guys that are paid right now. Like Devin Vassell, I don't know. Did he really make it the rest of the season? I see people like, he's our best shooter. He's this, that, and the other. Yeah, but again, like, you're trying to develop the young guys. You're trying to win. Like, how much is Devin Vassell going to play? Is he starting? Okay, so what? He's going to start at the 3, so you're going to be small. He's coming off the bench? So you're paying him $27 million a year to come off the bench? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's illogical. Either way, no matter how you slice it. And and if you do let Devin Vassell be Devin Vassell and be that bucket getter and that scorer and all that stuff, then you're going to start taking away from Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox and these other guys, right? So, like, again, it's just like, at what point do you look at it and just go, okay, there's too many cooks in the kitchen? Keldon Johnson, same thing. And so I look at this Lindy Waters acquisition, and it's like, okay, are they going to turn Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell into something? Right? Like, is there something that we don't know about yet that is going to end up happening and some trade's going to get done? And then, it would make sense that, like, hey, no, you still, like, you don't have, like, a major need for a guy, but it'd be nice to have the guy. Right? Like, at that point. Right now, it's not even like, even if, knock on wood, even if Vassell and, like, or let's say, like, Stephon Castle and Keldon Johnson miss time, you're still fine, right? Like, you have like 5 guys that can play the small forward position. And you have like another 5-6 guys that can play the 2. So again, like, no matter what, even if you miss a guy or 2 for an extended period of time, you're not worried about it. But if you were to trade a Devin Vassell and a Keldon Johnson for, say, like a better 4 or maybe like a 5 or something like that, or just like a higher end guy, right, that's coming in and slotting in. Okay, well, now that might make sense because now it's like, okay, well, you're moving off of them. Now you unloaded 2 of these guys, right? Yeah, you solved this position, but now you still have like 4 or 5 guys in the rotation, but you like that guy just in case, right? Now Lindy Waters signing makes more sense. Maybe they even sign another guy, right? But like, again, like even like the Jordan McLaughlin signing was odd because it's like, okay, you're gonna come in this season. You're gonna have De'Aaron Fox as your point guard. He's gonna play 30 minutes a night. Right? You're gonna have Dylan Harper probably have on-ball duties, and be on ball. You're gonna have Stephon Castle probably do that. So you have 3 guys already who you're kind of growing and developing and mentoring to kind of be those on-ball playmakers. So why do you need Jordan McLaughlin? Okay, well, maybe you want kind of a veteran off the bench for stability. Okay, sure. Like De'Aaron Fox, gets a couple nights off. Be nice to have Jordan McLaughlin to kind of be that stabilizer if Dylan Harper or Stephon Castle are having their struggles some night, right? He can come in, slot in, and do that, right? Like, or a game that you really want to win, you can throw Jordan McLaughlin in, and he can kind of make the plays, and you can kind of trust him a little more than the young guys right now. Okay, sure. Right? But again, the same thing with Lindy Waters, like, he's unproven. Like, he's had his moments, he's had some good stretches, but he's not, like, he's still a big question mark. Like, I don't mind the signing. It's not something where I'm like, oh man, what are the Spurs doing? Like, it's not like that. Like, I don't mind the signing. It's just odd. It's just really odd. Like, there have been a couple signings, a couple moves from the Spurs so far where I'm just like, It's really odd, right? Like, and why Lindy Waters over a David Jones Garcia? Because again, like, it's not because, oh, well, we just, we want him to spend time in the G League and play as many games as possible in the G League, because you can do that anyway. Teams do that all the time, right? Like, their first or second round draft pick spends the season in the G League, right? Like, you can do that. Like, there's no rules against that. So my thing is like, okay, well, if it's not that, then why? Why did you bring in Lindy Waters, who's very similar, both 6'6", right? Like, both guys are kind of unproven. One guy's 23, one guy's 27. Like, I don't know where, I don't get it. Right? So the only thing I can think of is that there's more to come. Right? Like, this is like the move before the move. Right? This is like the thing where you're just like, that's strange. Like, that's really odd. Why are they doing that? And then all of a sudden it's like, okay. They ended up doing this, made this trade, made this move. That's why they brought him in, because he's a guy that can slot in if need be. Right? Same thing with like a Jordan McLaughlin. It's like, why? Like, why Jordan McLaughlin? Okay, like, sure, I guess. Justify that and argue that. Oh, is that the move before the move? Right? Like, again, like, look at the trade. Like, Kelly Olynyk's trade came out of left field. Right? Like, it was like all silent, all quiet in the Western Front, and then all of a sudden, boom, they ended up trading for Kelly Olynyk. And we're like, oh, well, that's a great pickup, right? That's a solid pickup. I mean, even the De'Aaron Fox thing kind of started and came out of left field. Like, that unraveled quickly. And it was like, boom, all of a sudden, De'Aaron Fox is spurred. It was like, wow, okay. So, again, that could be something that's on the horizon. But we still have a lot of time between now and training camp. I mean, you have like 2.5 months between now and training camp. So still a lot of potential, a lot of things that may or may not play out. Sure, the Spurs are being very active. Sure, the Spurs are in conversations and, having back and forths. And, I'm sure that they're doing their due diligence. Right? I'm sure that they're scouring and looking for those opportunistic trades. That's like, hey, this makes sense for us. This makes sense. Right? Like, because the thing is, like, you got off of two guards just to bring those two in. And the whole reason you got off of those two guys was because it was like they didn't fit and make sense, and they're not going to get the opportunity. So let's get off of them and bring in somebody that makes sense. So you do, and then you go and replace them with two guys that, once again, don't make sense. I mean, don't even make even less sense, right? Like, so it's just very strange to me. And look, maybe it's just me looking into stuff too much. It's very possible, right? But it's odd. It's a very odd signing, right? I think we can all agree about that. I get he can shoot the three ball. But he's also had some bad stints shooting the three ball. He's not like this, like, dead-eye career 42% guy or something like that on volume. Like, no, there's question marks about him. A little unproven. Part of that was inconsistency, sure. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you like this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.